Hi guys, I just wanted to share the process that I went through last week. When I was sharing the program that I think is just absolutely amazing and I started asking people for contributions towards it, I felt my energy change slightly and I thought, ooh, where's this coming from? So while I was busy talking, I was also observing this, this feeling that was happening in my body, and I felt myself contracting. So after the call, I kind of went, what's this about? What's this about? And I sat with it and I sat with it and I sat with it. And two things came up. One was a core wound that I've had for quite some time is believing that money gives us our sense of security and safety. And one of the issues that I've had in asking people for money is I felt as if I was taking it away from them. So by me asking people for money, I've always felt that I was asking them to give up their safety and their security and give it to me. And that felt just so selfish and it's just not felt right. So thinking about that whole thing after was like, what the hell? Really? Really? I mean, it's such a gift that this program is giving, that any form of contribution is like, wow, it's like doing someone a favor, to bring this through, which also led me to the thing of with me believing that the other people, that whoever was going to contribute didn't have the money. I was making them smaller than they are, and I was putting my limitations on them, which is also something like, whoa, okay, that's not cool. So I'm not only collapsing my energy field around this, but I'm also, collapsing the energy field around them. I'm putting words in their mouth that they don't necessarily even know about, which is very interesting, very interesting. And then the other thing that came up for me was that's a huge sense of guilt and shame. So I was sitting into that and going, well, where's this come from? And I had flashbacks to, this bus that we're in is my house number 60. And it's number 60. Well, by the time I was 20, I'd moved 40 times. 40. And the reason being is that my folks just never had money. So we would just skip rent all the time and then have to move. And, when I was young, I didn't know that that's why we were moving. That didn't come across to me, but you kind of just, you know it on such a deep level. And, I was always the odd one out. Like we had uniforms growing up in South Africa. So I'd start the year in one uniform and then go to a different school. And then I'd be the odd one out, everybody else was wearing plain green and I'm wearing a bright green check uniform. So it was really about me standing out and being different. And, there have been a lot of plus sides to that aspect of me. But there's also been some, it's like, wow, I've ended up becoming such a people pleaser that I've not been, that I hadn't been able to stand true to my authentic integrity. But one of the things that a really painful memory popped up was I remember, school fees. My folks never paid school fees either. And I was still allowed to go to school. But without fail, once a quarter, I'd be called up, asked to stand up in class. And the teacher would say, when is your mom or when are your parents going to pay your school fees? And I would say, well, there's a special arrangement with the headmaster, or there was always something, and the school that I went to was quite, there were people of means, so I always felt so insecure in that money was available to everyone else, but not to me. So there was that sense of shame and embarrassment, and like, wow, I'm not good enough. These are tough lessons to learn and to sit with and to go through. But it's so worth it. It's so worth going through this, because I'm not the money that I have in my bank account. I'm not, the value of material things. My value is me as a person and the experiences that I've had and who I am now. This journey that I've been on to where I am now. Like, damn it, I'm so proud of myself. Wow. Wow. So yeah, I wanted to share this with you. It's been a huge process, and thank you so much for having the space for me to let this unfold. It was a surprise that it unfolded, so I'm really grateful that it has, and I'm looking forward to, moving on and taking the next step. So thank you very much. I love you guys. I appreciate us so much. Thank